Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 41, Sex Dolls and Booty Calls. Are y'all ready for this read tonight? Let's go.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even fuckers?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello, y'all, and this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for your joining this family, clicking that subscribe button. We really do appreciate it. Everyone is welcome, okay? And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit it, okay? It ain't gonna cost you. It won't cost you nothing, okay? And to all of my nieces and nephews and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Y'all come on in this room and let's get started on this review of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 41, Sex Dolls and Booty Calls. If I had to rate this episode tonight, I probably will rate this episode a C+. We will give it a C+ for tonight, okay? Maybe later on I'll change my mind as I go through the review. But for right now, that's what it's getting. If you all want to, please, in the comments section, put what you would rate this episode that you saw tonight. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Yes, we shall. The first couple that I want to talk about is Anissa and Jeff. Jeff using the hell out of Anissa. Okay, so we see, that last week she went to have a joyous good time and to take Jeff shopping. Jeff said that, the guy wouldn't put his ankle bracelet on. And so because of that, because of him not putting the ankle bracelet on him, he just needed her to leave some money. And so she was feeling some kind of way about it, right? Because she brought it up this week. Thank you so much for those super chats, y'all. Thank you so much. Let me click that. Okay, let me click that real quick, y'all, because I want to say thank you to everybody. Okay. Thank you so much, Cloud Famous, for the 99-cent super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Beverly Conley, for the $4.99 super chat. Okay. Thank y'all. So she brought up the $100 that he asked her for, right? And so now she's going back to the halfway house to go and pick him up. And she's hoping that he's going to come out of there. Now, matter of fact, we all know that this is 3 times a charm, that the first 2 times that Jeff came home, he didn't come home to her. Jeff indicated tonight, honey, that he had him like 4 or 5 girlfriends during that time period. It wasn't just Anissa or whatever the hell we calling her, okay? It wasn't just her that he was dating. But each time, according to him, when he came home, the first 2 times, he wasn't in love with her. He didn't want to be bothered with her. He was going out there to, to the streets, okay? Out there to the drugs, if you will. He said he was looking for his next needle, next line, next everything. I just was like, okay, so he just didn't have a particular drug of choice. It was whatever drug that was available to him. Okay. But anyway, she gets him home, and of course, she feeds him and all of that kind of stuff. And then, they go in the room and they bang it out. They have them waking up in the morning and everything. And he's got all these tattoos on him. And she mentions and talks about the tattoos where he's got, all these women tattooed on his arm. And she's saying, I need you to go and cover them up. And he said he's going to cover those tattoos up for her. He said that she ain't no stranger and she ain't no skitty cat when it comes down to the bed. And I just was like, okay. Because I was like, that's just a little TMI. Just too much information, and we really don't want to hear it. Okay. And so, she gets up in the morning time and she decides that she's going to cook breakfast for him. And, he goes outside and, she brings it out to him in the lawn. He now indicates that he's got a secret. Okay. Of course, we know Jeff got a secret. Why wouldn't Jeff have a secret? Okay. So anyway, he's sitting out there. She comes out there and she brings him breakfast and everything. And then, they're out there talking. And guess what? Cal starts walking across the grass. And so Cal is walking across the grass. And Jeff is like, why this mofo here? And so she asked him. They greet him and everything. And she asked him if he wants something to eat. And he said, yeah, sure. Why not? Anissa indicated that they all live on the same property. I said, what the trailer park kind of parking lot dropping houses like the Wizard of Oz on top of people's land is this? So, they basically live together. And so Cal is like, I know I've been, out of jail. And so he was trying to relate to Jeff. He said he's seen these kind of folk before. And, he is trying to figure out whether or not he is there temporarily or he there on a permanent basis. Because Cal said when he came home from jail, he didn't have anything and he didn't have anyone, right? And so he's like, I absolutely can relate to this man. And now Jeff takes the opportunity to tell him he got a little secret. Now, the secret that he has, or at least one of the secrets that he has, is that his old girlfriend, Christine, or even Christina, reached out to him while he was in the halfway house and was like, I want to see you. And so, he's probably going to go and see Christina. Now, he's giving that information to Cal. Now, based on the previews from next week, Cal said, if he don't tell Anissa, I'm going to tell her my damn self. Seemed like it's going to be a really tangled web that they cotton freaking going to weave, right? The next couple that I want to talk about is Courtney. Courtney has given up her whole entire life for Josh, and all Josh did was come home and play video games. She ain't even getting the sex that she wanted. Yes, I put it out there. She's not getting anything that she wanted out this deal. She thought that she was going to have her a man that was going to come up there and love her the way that she feels like she needs to be loved. She indicated that, they was like, you was messy at the jail because, when the guards would do their rounds, she said that, after they did their rounds, the prisoners would bring out all of their stuff. Okay. And so she was in and out of people's, jail cells back and forth. Okay. It seems like she wants to be a prisoner. I don't know. I don't know whether or not this is what this girl really wants to do. I mean, you go from basically the warden, all the way down to being a prisoner. It seemed like you thought that was more home than home was, right? But anyway, so she, is talking about the arguments that her and Josh have had. And so she decides that with all the confusion and the dissatisfaction that she has in her life right now, she decides she's going to go to a wedding boutique and try on a wedding dress. So she gets there. And the lady greets her and everything. And she tells her that, they're already married, but they was married by double proxy. And so now she wants to, have this wedding ceremony. Her girlfriend, Audra, came in there. Looked like she just walked straight up off of a Harley, left her helmet on the handlebars of the Harley and just walked in. Okay. I just was like, she looked like a biker chick. Okay. I was getting ready to say something else. Y'all know what I was about to say, but I ain't even gonna say it. So, she comes in there and everything, and she tells her to get a dress when she's gonna look like a little mermaid or a princess or whatever. And she begins to ask her about Josh, and she says that things are not working out the way that she thought that they was going to work out with him. He's not really giving her the love, the care, and the attention that she thought that her money had purchased. Okay, let's just go ahead on and keep it 100 out here. She did not get what she thought she was going to get out this mofo, right? So now, she's disappointed. She said that Josh is, when he gets up in the morning, he's playing the game from the time he get up to the time he lay down. She asked her about the sex and everything. Did they consummate? And she said, yeah, we've had sex, a couple of times. She's extremely disappointed with, the man that she got. But what did she think that she was going to get? Get the hell up out of here, okay? Okay? Get up out of here. The thing about it with these people, they think that they can buy love. They think that that they got a man or a woman on layaway. Do y'all remember layaway? Do y'all remember when you used to go to the store and you used to lay the stuff away? You take it and you get it off the rack and you get toys and all of that kind of stuff and you take it back to the layaway department and the layaway department hold it and you make bi-weekly payments on it until a deadline come up on that mofo, and then you got to pull it out of the layaway and now you own it, okay? But the whole time you've been paying on it. They got people that they done laid away. But guess what? This ain't serious, boo. This is not serious. This is not Walmart Christmas layaway program. These are real human people who get out of there and make a decision about what they're going to do, and they playing you the whole time. All they doing is getting the money from the layaway department. Get the hell up out of here. Josh is who Josh was when you saw Josh in jail. Okay? And you lost your whole career, your whole entire career for him. And now you disappointed. Hello there. Hello. Okay. Something is wrong with her. Talking about layaway, now we got Brittany. Brittany has got up in a good getting up morning and is down at that jail at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, this mofo told her last week that he would get out around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So at this point now that when he's coming up out of there, Ray's coming out, she's sweating. And so before she's, sweating and everything, she goes over there to Grandma Sue. And she asks Grandma Sue, first she was talking about Grandma Sue. You understand what I'm saying? What's she doing here? Let me go over here and find out what's going on with her because I didn't know she was going to be here. Okay. She goes over to Grandma Sue and Grandma Sue's like, hey, how you doing? She's like, okay. She's like, you coming to see Ray? I didn't know you was going to be here. She said, I didn't know I was going to be here either. But at the end of the day, bitch, he's my grandson. And I decided that I'm going to take me a little ride on down here. Okay? Because I got my eye on your ass. Okay? Grandma Sue is still in the mindset that what kind of woman would get a man from prison? So grandma know about her grandson. She don't know about Brittany. She got that good eye. Okay? You know how the old folk got them good eyes? Okay? Thank you, Crystal, for the $4.99 super chat. This show should be called Layaway Prison Bay. Okay? Okay. So Ray comes out, she's all jolly and everything. She run on her tippy toes. And, and she's not swift about it. She's always running. If you see her, she's always running. Do the girl walk? Okay. She ran over to Masu. She ran over to Grandma Sue. She ran over to him. She's in his arms and he kissing her and everything. And all I'm thinking is his breath is stinking. But, maybe it's not because, he, was in a halfway house and maybe they had some Crest or some Colgate or something like that or some Palmolive or, some peroxide and, maybe some baking soda or something up in there. But for me, it's just like You just got to get clean. And maybe that's just my mindset, and I'm probably dead ass wrong about it. But do y'all be thinking that these people breath stink, especially when you look at Jeff? Jeff's mouth is so cotton freaking rotten. It's unbelievable. How in the world she let him kiss her on any of her lips? I just don't understand. I mean, you know, I'm not getting it. Okay, but anyway, that's what they like. Okay. To each his own. So she runs over to Ray. Ray sees his grandmother. He runs over to his grandmother. And she's worried about whether or not Ray is going to go with his grandmother. She hyperventilating. You can see her chest going up and down, her heart palpitating, okay, about her skin. And, you know, Grandma said, I just came down here because I wanted to see you because I'm your grandmother, right? Grandma Sue is going to let everybody know that's her grandson and she's his grandmother. And so she said, I know y'all want to have some alone time together. So Brittany was like, you know, she's relieved, okay, that he ain't going to go with them because, you know, she asked him, you going to ride with me or your grandmother? And he was like, I'm going to ride with you. So Grandma said, Brittany, honey, I'm coming for you. I'm going to be here every step of the way. I'm looking at you with my good eye, okay? And I am going to make sure that you're a legit person. She said, I'm going to be around even if I got to intervene in this relationship. Grandma want what is best for Ray. Now, Brittany may be what's best for Ray, but Grandma Sue don't know that. And she said, you know what? I'm going to ride with him, okay, till the wheels fall off. Grandma Sue got in her car. Brittany and them got in their car and they left. And she gets home and she was like, you see your home? And so, you know, they walk into the home and everything. And she says, this is the living room, you know. And he was like, oh, yeah, you know, I like all of this. She said, and this is our bedroom. And then, you know, of course, when he came through the door, she had a little dog, little French bulldog. And, you know, she was like, Daddy's home, Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay, maybe. Okay. And so, you know, she takes him to the bedroom. So she's thinking that he's going to rip her clothes off, you know, and they just going to go ahead on it, you know, just bang the thing out. He was sitting up on the edge of the bed like, okay, you know, this is nice. I like this. But what about that kitchen? Ray said, bitch, I'm hungry. What about that kitchen out there? She said, oh, I had imagined that, you know, we were just going to not even make it to the kitchen. And, you know, we were just going to be, you know, thug loving all night. But, okay. She was embarrassed in front of the cameraman. If you all caught her eyes and everything, she was embarrassed in front of the cameraman. And so, you know, she sat there and everything. And, you know, she was making him breakfast and all of that kind of stuff. And then Ray, you know, as they were eating strawberries and bacon and toast and whatever, Ray said that, you know, he has not had sex in 3.5 years. And so I was like, oh, okay, you mean with a woman? What was Ray saying, y'all? Write down in the comment section if y'all caught that shade. Ray said he ain't had sex in 3.5 years. With a woman. A man got to do what a man got to do. A woman got to do what a woman got to do. I ain't saying what you did. I'm just saying what you said. Okay. Are you okay? All right. So anyway, you know, eventually they sit there and Ray gets up enough strength, okay, after having breakfast to go in there and with Brittany, because Brittany is a big girl, right? She's a big girl. She's pretty. And so they go into the room and they close the door and they close the dog out. And I guess, you know, she getting what she getting. The next couple I want to talk about is Per Stan. Allegedly. In my opinion. This man right here, again, thought he had Lisa on layaway. But see, he missed the payment. And they put half of his back out on the store, on the floor of the store. And then he got half of it left. because in the previous episodes, he told Lisa that she wasn't, is it Lisa or Linda? One of them bitches. He told her that she wasn't a good parent. She didn't feel supported. So, of course, she left his house, stayed at a hotel, told him that he's going to pay for the hotel and all of that. Ray has the eye of the dragon. He has one thing on his mind, period. And that is to get in bed with her. But I can't get past the weave. Now, I know that her hair was very, very short and that they had to put them clips on damn near on her scalp. But that hairstyle on her looks absolutely horrible. It looks horrible. It's like she's trying to hide something under all of that. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that hairstyle that's on her. But anyway, Ray is sitting, Stan is sitting there trying to negotiate with her to get her back at home. He's trying to say anything he can say. But you can see his blood boiling up underneath the bottom, right? He just like, on edge and at the bottom. And he's like, okay, well, you know what? I apologize for what I said. I shouldn't have said that. But let's go. Lisa's at the point where she's like, I got a bargaining chip. Now I'm going to make him grovel in everything that I wanted from him. Okay? I want it all at one time. I got him on the ropes. But I guess evidently, honey, she don't know what kind of man Stan is. Because, honey, he was like, well, let's just go home and let's talk, and let's, make love and everything. And she was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. We can go home and talk and we can see what happens. He said, yeah, let's just go home and see what happens, because he's convinced that the money, the deposit that he put on his layaway, that he can get the rest of his merchandise out. So they get in the car and everything. She knows what the game is with him, but now she got a game. So she begins to tell him about the way that he treated her, and she was like, basically, I think I need an apartment. Maybe we need to stay in separate places, find me my own little place to stay for 5 or 6 months. And he was like, what? I thought that you said that you forgave me, that you believe in forgiveness. She said, I do believe in forgiveness. That's why I'm in this mother car. That's why I'm in this car. Okay, because if I didn't forgive you, I wouldn't be in this car. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you for bad. Okay, because you said some bad stuff to me, and now I got you on your knees. So, he's like, okay, well, she said, and then I need a car. He said, you don't even have a driver's license. She said, so what? You told me that you told me when I was in jail that I was going to get $5,000 for a car. And I want that car. I want a place and a car, rich bitch. Okay? And so he's like, but you're going to get locked up. You're going to regret it. She said, why am I going to regret it? He said, because you're going to go to jail for driving the car. She was like, I still want the car. He was like, you know what? Basically, in a nutshell, this is what you want. This is the type of person you are. So he's still thinking, I'm going to get something. But in all his anger and his rage and trying to maintain his composure, the bitch ran a light. So the next thing you know, boo, 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 pull over. So he like, God dang, it's the police. She like, oh my God, I got a prison ID. As soon as they ask me for my ID, I'm going back in the clinker. Oh God. And I ain't trying to be an eagle or a bird or nothing. I ain't trying to make a heart, okay? Okay? So he's like, oh my God, son of a bitch, right? So he gets pulled over. He said, I ain't do nothing, okay? Always ain't do nothing, right? So they pull him over and everything, and they tell him that he ran a red light. And that's because he was so busy arguing with her, he didn't even see the light. Okay. I saw the light. I saw the light. No more darkness. Okay. So, he gets his license and registration and all of that kind of stuff. And the officer comes over and says, you know what? I pulled your record up. You're a good citizen, okay, and you rich. You gave to the fire department last year during the Christmas drive. So I'm gonna go ahead on the because y'all know I think they keep records of that stuff. I don't know if they do, but I really believe they do. So the next time they come around for Christmas with the little buckets and stuff like that, bitch, donate, okay? They'll make sure your house don't get burned down and that they answer all your 911 calls. Okay. Okay. That's just a little tip, okay? Auntie's advice. So anyway, so the guy gives him a warning, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he's a good guy." Now all of a sudden, he a good guy, but when he came and pulled him over, he was a son of a bitch, okay? And so she's relieved and everything, and he's relieved. He said, "Yeah, you see, I got out of that because I'm a good person. I don't have no record." He's shady as I don't know what. He don't have any respect for her. He sees her as a convict. He sees her as a 13, 18 times felon. That's how he sees her. He knows she is nowhere near on his level. He thinks that she is expendable. Matter of fact, he knows she's expendable. As soon as he gets what he wants out of her, Stan is gone. This man is undercover. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Thank you so much, Get Your Pogs, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, boo. Okay. So, he automatically knows. So they get to the house. He says, yeah, let's get on out and let's, get busy with it. Let's just go on upstairs. You go on and run on upstairs and I'm going to stop by and give me some wine and cheese like I do every night. And then I'll be up. And she was like, no, I'm not. I'm not going up there doing that. Honey, next thing you know, Stan whole kid switched around, honey, like Carrie. That man flipped on her so fast, y'all. He told her, you either pay up or get the out. She said, see, this is the stand that I don't like. This is the stand. You think that just because I come to your house and because you have me on leadway, okay, that you can just pull the merchandise out the leadway department? She said, no. He kirked out, went off on her and told her to get the fuck out, get the hell on. He went in there and got her bag, her trash bag full of stuff. Because when she was at the restaurant, she had the trash bag full of stuff then. Okay, because she had to take the trash bag full of stuff, her little clothes and personals and stuff. Isn't that sad, you living out of a bag like that? Anyway, I digress. So she takes the bag, puts it in the car with him. He gets mad, throws her out of her house, says all kinds of stuff about the woman. And then he puts her out. He takes her bags and stuff and throws it on the ground. So she was like, I got to get out of here. He threw her little gold envelope that probably had some of her prison papers and stuff in them. She said, I got to get out of here. She said, because it's going to get rough. Now, when he's out there arguing with her and she's arguing back and forth with him, she put her hand up and he was like, oh, wait a minute, stop. Don't touch me. Now you a fragile ass 65-year-old man. You see what I'm saying? She said he gonna sit up there and act like I was going to hit him. She said I thought about hitting him, but I said no. He fragile rock. Okay, he gonna sit up there and no, don't hit me. Get back. So she said something about the car. You don't need the car and everything. He said. You don't want that wants a car and you don't even have a driver's license. She said, mother, you got a driver's license, but you just got pulled over. He said, at least I got a car. Bam! And slammed the door in her face with all of her sitting out on the front porch. This mofo lost it. He cotton freaking lost it. She's now walking down the street, honey, with a bag in her hand. And I'm sure that the producers, or at least a cameraman, will drop her off at the latest motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. But I was like, this mofo went ballistic because he thought that she was going to give him some. And he knows that she is playing him. He knows, he says she's making demands. He says she's trying to ask me for all of this stuff because she, it's give back. She wants to punish me. But Stan said, I'm a millionaire. The girl said, honey, it's a millionaire available. Don't nobody want Stan but you and your jacked up ass weave. Talking about using a, we see Daonte. With Nicole in the car, bringing her from her mother's house back to his house. So it's obvious at this point that she has not been sleeping with Daonte. This is the day that she's about to meet Daonte's mother, Nika. Daonte comes into the house and the two of them are in the kitchen and she touching on all of the fucking food. First of all, I never saw her wash her hands. She taking the salad out the bag with her hand, y'all. She got the cheese. You know how you get the shredded cheese? She just going down in the bag. Just in the bag. Going in the salad. I said, oh, that's so nasty. People got to eat that. First of all, when you take it out the bag, I don't care how pre-washed them will tell you it is, wash that. You don't just take it out of the bag and it's iceberg lettuce. You got to go through that iceberg and make sure you ain't got no brown out iceberg. You got to make sure you wash the tip of the iceberg, boo. But she touching on all the food with her bare hands. She just walked in from outside. Daonte, I can tell, is military and very well trained by his mother because his kitchen is clean. Cereal box on top of the refrigerator, everything together. Making sure that he takes Nicole Jr., wraps her up and everything, puts her in the dishwasher, washes her. I don't know if his mother know that he's doing that kind of stuff. He should have really served his mother paper plates, especially when he knows his booty call just came out the dishwasher. Okay. So Daonte and Nicole are in the kitchen. They're cooking and preparing for his mother to come over. And she says, oh my God, today is T's birthday. Hold on. So she gets down, crouched down on the floor. She gets her phone out, because she got her pocketbook on the floor, bitch, because she ain't got no money. So the pocketbook stay on the floor. She gets the phone and she goes into Daonte's room. Hey, Tia. Hey, girl. And he like, wait a minute, hold up. He comes in there with she on the phone. Can you just give me 5 minutes? Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, I don't have it. Yes, I do. Can you just give me 5 minutes? Just give me 5 minutes. I'm saying you sitting up here in my house on my phone talking to your ex-girlfriend. Daonte, I'm just calling her because I want to wish her a happy birthday. Oh, here we go. So she's sitting on the phone and everything. He leaves out. He mad. Yeah, if I was back there, he in the kitchen mumbling now. If I was back there talking to my ex, it'd be a problem. No, it wouldn't. She don't give a fuck. But anyway, hey, so how you doing, girl? You don't feel good? Girl, I'm trying to come over there and take care of you. Yeah, girl, I do not want to meet his mother. Oh my God, I do not. Come and get me. Come get me. I don't want to meet his mother. What is this? So she's crouching down because she's always a crouching dragon, right? In more ways than one. And so she's crouching down and she sees a bitch. She said, "What is this? Oh my God, he's got this daggone sex doll. It's not even a whole person. It is just so gross. I can't imagine him having, doing nasty stuff to me either. Though none of us want to visualize that at all. Okay. Now, if you ain't right about one thing, you right about that. Ain't not nary one of us out here want to imagine Daonte being with that doll. Okay. So anyway, he hears her because he is hustling and his apartment is probably what, 500 square feet. So he hears her. So he goes in there and was like, "You talking about me? You sitting up here on my phone talking about me. You ain't gonna make no fool out of me, Nicole." Already did. What you talking about? I heard what you were saying. Was you in here? No, I wasn't in there, but I heard everything you said. His eyes going like, them old folks. I'm telling you right now, his eyes is in a straight up tug of war. Them bitches is like, you seen them thick? I said, bitch, calm down and get your eyes together. Is you okay? Okay? Because them eyes is like, you ain't gonna make no fool out of me. He was like, I heard what you said. She was like, was you in here? He was like, no, but I heard what you said. You ain't hear what I said. He said, no, I heard you when you were saying that, you ain't want to be here. Come and get me. Come and get me. And she was like, yeah, after I saw the sex toy. And he was like, no, it wasn't before. It wasn't after the sex toy. It was before. You ain't gonna make no fool up out of me. I said, he said, get your hand out my face. I said, young. This right here, all that Muppet, without a real Muppet on it, will get your ass whooped quick. These little Muppet maneuvers that you're doing, I'm telling y'all right now, fake ass Muppets will get you fucked. Don't do the Muppet. If you gonna be a Muppet and act like you got a Muppet with or a puppet, bitch, it better be something, a sock or something up on the end of that. Okay? You better bitch. 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 Bitch, if you I'm trying to tell you right now. I got time tonight. Hold on, let me flip this around for the mouth. Let me flip this around for the mouth, bitch, because I'm trying. Let me tell you, if you doing this and you don't have a sock, a puppet, something on it, this will get you. This right here, this will get you. If you don't have someone this and you ain't playing and acting like, bitch, I'm telling you, this will get you fucked up with the quickness. You can see Daonte had to take 50 breaths in a matter of 2 seconds because this fake Muppet right here, be forewarned. You get in the wrong person's face with the fake Muppet stuff and you don't have a sock or something on your... I just thought that I would make it clear about what the hell is going on. She up in his face like this. I said, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you no more. Yeah, because you better put a sock on it, bitch. You better put a sock up on it. Who they say lamb chop up in this month? You will get your lamb chopped. Okay? So I'm not gonna argue with you. This is stupid. Yeah, because you ain't had no comeback. You ain't had no comeback with the get back. You didn't know what to say about your track, okay? You sit up there playing games and everything, right? But guess what? Mama Nika is coming to the house, okay? And so she's going in there. I need a bid. He told me, I gotta calm down. If you just in this to get what you need to get up out of here, get the fuck out of here. You already know that's what she there for. She's sending you out on shopping trips and all kinds of stuff. And you tell me, but I love her. Daonte, take the I love you and kiss our asses. Because you know love ain't got nothing to do with this. So they go in the kitchen and everything. Daonte calms down and everything. I already told Daonte on Instagram that I was going to read his ass. Derek thanked me for the love. You're welcome, Derek. You're welcome for the love. But I already told him I'm reading you tonight. Because the way that you treated your mama pissed me the hell off. And we going to talk about it. So, he in there cooking and everything. He done let this girl touch all on the lettuce, touch all on the cheese and everything. She washed her nasty hands with her vampire fingernails looking like a piece of, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, that next thing you know, mama at the door. She like, oh, schmidget. Oh, schmidget. So, mama come in the door. Hey, mama, you look nice, mama. She was like, thank you. Hey, son. They had down there, Mama Nika. Okay. So Mama Nika came in. So she was like, hi. Hi, mom. And she was like, hi, how are you? She said, we finally meet, formally, informally and everything. And I've heard so much about you. And the mother was like, I heard a lot about you too. Blink, 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 blink. We didn't even have to tell the mother to blink twice if you need help. Mama was blinking twice for that bitch. So, they sit down and everything and, she's making small talk and all of that kind of stuff, right, with mama. And so mama was like, so, how everything going? It's going, it's going good and everything. So, she was like, so you like my son? She was like, I love your son. So mama was like, you love my son. Why? I love Daonte because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now that I know my ABCs, tell me that you pleased with me. I like him because you raised him to be a strong man. So mama was like, I know about his characteristics. I raised him. Ain't nothing new about that. I want to know, why you love him. She was like, I know that you, she was like, I'm concerned about my son. That's my son. I raised him. And, I'm overprotective of him, right? I'm really overprotective because he's been through a lot. And I ain't going to play with your ass, right? So mama, they got mama outside. Mama says she's a straight up white hooker. Now I said to mama, Mom, I know you old school, but you can't say stuff like that. Mom, you can't say stuff like that on national television. I had to pause for the calls. Because I was like, mommy, it ain't okay to call a woman that. You know what I'm saying? Just call her a hooker, mama. She said he liked them old blonde white hookers. Y'all excuse mama, okay? Because she from old school. She look like she got, let her pass, okay? So anyway, the next thing so she was like, so Daonte was like, well, let me tell you how I feel about it. Y'all want to know how I feel about it? Nah, shut the up, okay? Well, let me tell y'all how I feel about it. Mom, I thank you for being overprotective and for protecting me. But I want you to realize that I'm a grown man. I said, oh my goodness. Nicole is the kind of woman that, I want. I love her. And she's the woman that I want to be your daughter-in-law. And she's the one that I want to have kids with. And if you can't accept her, then you know what that means. That means that you can't accept me. His mother said, mother, who the you talking to? Now they cut that part out. The only part they left in there was the part when she said, who? You ain't gonna come at me like that. So you see what I'm saying? That part got left out. Okay, but I want y'all to know that happened. Mama said, who the? You ain't gonna come at me like that. He's sitting up there now. But the thing about it that was shady is Nicole knows that the mother is right. And when he sat up there and he let her dog his mother out like that, he let that girl take a drink up to her mouth and look at his mother like, you ain't nothing to him. All the raising you did. And I got him right around my finger. She absolutely let Nicole get the opportunity to say, fuck you to his mother. Daonte, let me tell you something. You don't give your mother no ultimatum, mother. You don't treat your mother like that. That woman got your back. And she ain't telling you nothing wrong. She told you, don't you come at me like that. You don't even know this girl. Your mother been around a long time. She done raised you just, oh. I'm trying to calm down. Your mama raised you. Don't you ever disrespect your mother in front of another woman again. That's the woman that gave you life. That's the woman when you ain't have a pot to piss in with the last girlfriend, nor a window to throw it out of. She let you come sleep at her house again. And probably was the one that helped you furnish the apartment you in now. Nicole sits up there in the kitchen and gives him a thing. I went to my doctor's appointment today. I wanted to show you. Here's the estimate for my breast. Remember you said that you was going to give me some breast, and I told you that, I wasn't going to have sex with you until I got my breast. Here's the thing. It's only $6,000. So Daonte was like, let me see. God dang, that's a lot of money and everything. She was like, come on, you got me all hyped up to get the breasts and everything, and now you ain't got the money. It's only $6,000. I thought it was going to be $8,000. So now you ain't got it. He was like, I do whatever I got to do. I work overtime, work my ass off and everything, and lose my apartment again and go back to my mother. By fallback, I can go back to my mother. Sorry, son of a. I can't call him that because his mama not a bitch. Daonte, don't you ever do no shit like that again. Or I'm going to puppet your ass. Do you hear me? And when I puppet your ass, I ain't going to have on a mitten, a sock, nothing. That girl sat up there and gloated in the fact that you checked your mama and she don't care nothing about you. She sit up in a room disrespecting you, embarrassing you on national television. And you gonna disrespect your mother. You owe your mother a public apology. Fuck out of here. You owe her an apology. Mama, I ain't mean to do that. Talking about you gotta check your mother and put your mother in place. The fuck? And then so Nicole was like, well, I know that you probably, thinking like that because of the other girl and, that I was in jail. And, but I'm just sick of being compared to her because I'm not asking for half the stuff that she's asking for, only like $25,000, $35,000 worth of stuff. I'm not asking for $100,000 like she did. So the Daonte gonna tell us, well, sometimes, it's a similarity between you. And his mother was, and so, it put you on edge or whatever, it make you apprehensive, kind of paranoid. His mother said, what the fuck you talk about you paranoid for when you went back out on the site? You went back out on the site and got another one. Mom, whose side you on? I know you didn't. I know you didn't. I know you did not sit up there and say whose side you on when you didn't take your mother's side against Nicole. You checked your mother and gave your mother an ultimatum in front of everybody over some chick. Then he told us, here it is. I've been with you. You've been home for a week and everything. And you ain't even spent the night here. The mother said, stop the bus. Stop the bus. Stop the bus. Come on, Daonte. You don't think it's nothing wrong when this woman who been locked up for 4 years ain't been with a man for 4 years and she ain't been with you? Well, I want to, but I just feel like I'm scared and everything. The mother said, well, bitch, you wasn't scared to ask him for his money. Y'all better go ahead on and put some pounds up in there for mama. You don't play with mama like that. You ain't fooling mama at all. And Daonte know that his mother. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I need to see some pounds for mama because she was on it. She said you weren't intimidated or scared or afraid to ask him for money. But you scared to have sex with him. The mother said, let me tell you something. Let's keep it real. We're going to go ahead on and put this out here on the table. Shaking the table. Mama said, you know, just like I do, that a woman likes sex just as much as a man does. And you mean to tell me that you ain't had sex with him? I don't think you're scared of sex and you don't want to have sex. I think you just don't want to have it with him. Mama, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head, mama. And I wish I had a hammer up here and a nail because I'd be taking the hammer to the head. Because mama, that was the truth. That girl done been with women. And mama, you read it. And you knew what time it was. And you know that she's using your son. But your son think he know better. Daonte, I think I'm finished with you in this segment. But I'm telling you, this better not get worse. This better not get worse. Now, you said on Instagram tonight that a couple of weeks before she got out of jail, she was acting funny. That's because she was being with the girl in the jail. She ain't got no plans for you but to use you for your money. And a way to a woman's heart is not a woman that's worth her soul. A way to her heart is not but material things. That ain't cute. We want to know that you are a serious man, full of honor and integrity. We want to know that you can keep us safe. That's what we want. The rest of that stuff, we could get the average woman that's worth her salt, that really got her together. She don't need your stuff. She already got her stuff. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So anyway, Daonte takes Nicole home. He says, he stops the car, takes his seatbelt off and everything, get ready to take his seatbelt off. And she said, oh, I don't need you to walk me to the door. He said, what? She said, I don't need you to walk me to the door. I don't want the dogs to bark. My mother get upset when the dogs get to barking. He buy anything she said. Why, Daonte? So she gives him a kiss. See you tomorrow? Yeah. So she goes on up on the porch. She's smoking her cigarette. Daonte say, oh, she's sitting on the porch. All the days I've been bringing Nicole home, she ain't never sat on that porch. He said, something told me, turn your ass around. It was your mama. It was your mama. The instincts your mama gave you told you turn your ass around. So he turns the car around and he sits. I said, that's a little stalkerish. That's a little creepy. But okay, he got good reason. But he ain't going to do nothing with the reason. Because he wanted to be so bad and he wanted his mom and everybody else to be so wrong that he got to be right. And that anything she feed him, because I guarantee you, after he catch her getting into that Uber or whatever that car was that came and got her, he going to still be with her. Because he got to be right and his mama got to be wrong. Derek got to be wrong. Derek can't be telling him the truth. Derek is wrong. And let me tell you something. A person like that has that kind of mentality, will continue to go through the same cycle. It'll be a different chick, but the same cycle. Until he breaks that mindset that maybe people know what they're talking about and I'm not always right, he will continue through that perpetual cycle of women using him. Because there are certain men, women, as we know, they're what we use. They're who we use. Now, I'm an old woman now, so I don't play them games no more. But for the young things that's still playing the game, he got the prices right up on his forehead. He sits and he lays low and he sees a black car coming out. And Nicole walks up off the porch. Daonte can't even lay low long enough because he think she's a property. Because he's paid for, she was a layaway. He can't even wait for the chick to get in the car. Nicole! He drives up on her. Nicole, what you doing? The sad part about it is that he don't own Nicole. The sad part about it is Nicole don't owe him nothing. She's a free woman. She can do whatever she want to do. Is it morally wrong? Yes. It's morally wrong. But at the end of the day, she don't owe Daonte nothing. She's not married to Daonte. And she's already established she's not engaged to him. So at the end of the day, it's a hustle. We all have hustled. Not like Nicole, but we all have hustled before. Her hustle game with him is strong because he don't want to be wrong. Y'all, that is the end of my review. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all thought about this episode. Do y'all believe that Daonte need to give his mother a public apology? Okay, up in this blickety, up in his kizel. Okay, let me know. Also, let me know what you would rate the episode. Would you give it an A, a B, a C, a D? I gave it a C plus. Y'all let me know what y'all have given it. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. I appreciate it so much. And thank you to all my members who keep this wheel going, this ride going. Okay. Thank you all so much to you. And special thank you to my moderators who always keep the chat nice and safe for everybody. I love you all so much. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now. Bye, y'all. Everybody needs